Hey, awesome people out there. This is your host Rohit, and welcome back again to yet another video on this channel. So, let's talk about fears today. In my previous video, I asked you to write down some of the fears that you are having, and I asked you to do an activity, a task with those fears. My question is, have you done that? If not, pause this video, literally pause this video, go and watch the previous videos, and then come back to this video. Yeah, I hope that you've done that because I'm not going to pause this video right now. So please watch that video first, pay the price, and come back to this video. Right now, let's talk about fears. So the only difference between where we are present and where we want to be in the future, maybe a year down the line, 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 down the line, whatever the case is, whatever the scenario is, whatever that we are having in between the current self and the present self is what is us. Yes. Can you predict the future? Can you tell exactly this moment? It's 3rd of September 2022. It's 7:54 in the morning. Can you do that? As to what you will be doing exactly 5 years down the line at this moment? Can you predict that? Answer is no. You don't know as to what you'll be doing. So it's not in your control basically to predict the future, right? To predict the future, it's not in your hand. What is in your hand is your present, as to what you do with your life in present moment. This is in your control. This is in your hand. Now, what's stopping us from moving ahead is our fears. What are the roadblocks? Fears. People say self-doubt is my fear, is my challenge. Okay, I get it. Self-doubt makes sense. Self-doubt of what? Self-doubt of what? Will you be able to do it or not? What's that self-doubt? If you do a little analysis, self-doubt also comes down to fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of height, fear of fire, fear of maybe water. It could be anything. I mean, I could understand the fear of height, fear of fire, they are legit fears. I mean, if you put your hand in your fire, it will get burned out. If you have fear of height, I mean, I also have fear of height. If you have fear of height, you'll fall down. I mean, it's a life risk if you are not doing it with proper precautions and safety. I get that. But what's that fear of failure, fear of success, fear of I mean, fear of what? Judgment. What is that? It's nothing but just a belief. It's just a roadblock. It's just a thought in our head that we have. Maybe we have tried something in the past, right? Maybe we have tried something in the past and that thing didn't work out. Now we have kept that as a belief in our subconscious, right? And now they're kind of on a repeat mode. And as whenever you're trying to do something new, you are able to recall that memory, that experience, that feeling. Okay, you tried this earlier also. It didn't work out. And it won't work out as well this time also. But is it true? Is it true, my friend? Maybe that you had an experience 5 years, 10 years ago, Haven't you evolved in those 10 years, in those 5 years, in those, let's say, 1 year? Haven't you evolved yourself? You have grown, you have evolved mentally, physically, emotionally, every single aspect. Then why are you keeping on to holding on to that belief, that roadblock still in your mind? Does that make sense? Because what happened 10 years ago, is it required to that it will happen again when you try something new or when you try the same thing? For me, it was speaking on stage, right? And I've shared this experience in a couple of times in my previous videos. If you haven't, I'm not sure if you watch or know that experience, but I kept evolving. This is where one teacher of mine helped me with that belief. I said, Rohit, it was 8 years ago. And now you have evolved a lot in these 8 years, mentally, physically, emotionally. And the same thing I'm asking you. Haven't you evolved? You have, my friend. You have. Now the question is that fear still relevant? In today, in present, is it relevant? No. And I was also doing this analysis some time back as to why people have so many fears. It could be any fear of failure, fear of height. I mean, not fear of height, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of what people will say. All those fears comes down to one fear. Do you know what the fear is? And the fear is fear of judgment. Fear of judgment as to what people will say. Now ask yourself, the fear that you're having in your mind, fear of failure, fear of success. I mean, what the center point of it? It's revolving on what? The same thing, fear of judgment. What people will say. For example, fear of failure could be as to what people will say if you fail. They'll question your identity, they'll question your action, and they will say, oh, we were telling you, don't do this. You did it and you failed. Fear of success. Oh, this person has changed. Judgment, right? This person is not reachable. I mean, you have changed within, maybe you're not reachable. This is what people say. You should not be that person, right? Or you have that belief, okay, I've seen such people who are successful and they are egoistic, they are not reachable, they are bad people, and you are still having those beliefs maybe. Now, is it relevant? And isn't it revolving around that fear of judgment? In Now the question is, let's talk about fear of judgment. And this is where I came across this beautiful quotation on internet. I'm not sure where I watched it, but I have just written it down here. Fear, Fear, it has two definitions: forget everything and run. Run from the problem, run from the challenge, run from facing that fear. And the second definition is face everything and rise. Now, the choice is yours as to what you choose. You want to run away from the problem? You can do that. You want to face the fear in the eyes and rise. Choice is yours. And what most of the people choose is the option one. They forget everything and they run away from the problem. And there are very few people who choose to face everything and rise. My question is, which category do you belong to? Option one, option two. Choice is yours. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below. And if you want a personal guidance from me, which I'm offering this month, just reach out to me on LinkedIn, connect with me on social media, I mean on Instagram, and just DM me saying that I watch your video and I want guidance from you. I want some help. And there's nothing bad in reaching out and seeking help. You are a human. Yeah, not a robot. So do reach out. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay blessed, stay awesome, be proud to be a lifelong learner. Till then, wish you all the very best and keep shining.